Well, hello again. I know some people have been asking for an update on this aquarium, so today's the day. I gotta get in here and clean this thing up. Yeah, it's time for maintenance on this. You can see the Oscillaris is doing well, and then our Panther grouper in there, he's doing great too. I'm gonna feed him real quick, and then I'm gonna just clean up this glass and do a water change here. And then these guys will be good for another little while. All right, we keep our food over here. All right, let's go with the Mysis shrimp. So we come in here to our little utility sink, and we're gonna dissolve this or thaw it out in this cup here. That noise that you hear is we're making some RODI water, and then we're gonna add some salt to it. Stinks a little bit. Ugh. There's our little frozen cube in there. I'm gonna dip it in that water and let it thaw out. And then that'll thaw out, and then we'll just dump it in there, and they'll be happy. Look at, they're coming now. All right, that looks good. We'll just drop it in here. There they are. And for those that have watched the channel, you know that I inherited these fish a few months ago. A buddy of mine took down his aquarium, and I had mine set up, so we took these fish, put them in here. They are doing great. Actually, it's been more than several months. It was last summer. But yeah, they're doing great. They're just plucking along, hardy fish. That grouper is something to watch. Let me tell you, he has a powerful bite on him, without a doubt. But yeah, they seem to get along just fine. They've been tank mates for several years, and you know, now they're here. So if you're curious about the aquarium that they came out of, it is sitting right here, still waiting for me to get it back together. I resealed this one in another video. I did all the seals in this, so that's on the channel if you care to check that out. It's there somewhere, or if you care to see the video where I actually picked these guys up. We went over and got the fish in the aquarium from my buddy's office, so that's on here too. This is just an update video. Somebody had asked me about it the other day, and I said, yeah, I should do an update on how well these fish are doing. So they are doing great. Please don't pay any attention to how dirty the tank is. I'm fixing it today. I'm cleaning it up right now. I'm gonna let them eat, and then we're gonna get in there and clean this up. So that's the story, and that's why this video is gonna be as short as it is. But I guess it's more of a, hey, look, proof of life video. There they are. They're still alive. So this grouper will actually eat pellets. Let's see if he'll come out. He's sometimes skittish, sometimes not. Let's see what happens if we drop it in there. Will he come and get it? Yeah, he got it. We did pick up this anemone the other day. I think it's pretty cool looking. I'm just going to take a little time, take these lids off, take them into the laundry room, and get all this evaporated salt off the tops of this glass. You know, my brother has a hobby down in Florida, and you know, he just kind of lets this stuff go, I guess, and gives me grief because I like to keep the tops of these nice and clean, although it doesn't show it at the moment. I'm a little bit behind in my maintenance schedule, but doing it now. Anyway, the joke that I have with him is, you know, here's the deal. I do my own hobby. I maintain my own aquarium. You hire somebody to come and maintain your hobby. So I'm not sure which one of us is smarter, to be honest with you. Well, this one's got quite a bit on here. Look at that. But you know what? It literally is just no big deal to just rinse it off. Yep, it's a little messy down here, but when I'm all said and done, the basement will be nice and cleaned up, and his aquariums will be in tip-top shape. So I'm just going to set this over here for now until I get the rest of this cleaned up. It gets a little cloudy in there when you disturb the sand, but look how nice the glass looks now that we got it all cleaned up. We got it cleaned up in the back and the sides and the front. But we got all that algae cleaned up off there. All right, if you're wondering what our salinity is, we're going to go ahead and check it really quick. I just put a little drop on here. And then I close this little flap. Hard to do with one hand, but we're doing it. I don't know if you can see in there, but it looks like it's right around a 0.026. I just came outside to dump some stuff in the trash from downstairs in the aquarium room, and look what I found. Got a little bit of hail, mixed with a little bit of snowflakes, mixed with a little bit of rain at the end of April. Always snows in April, they say, at least here in Michigan. Oh yeah, it's coming down. So I do have my RODI maker, water maker here. It goes into this tub. And sometimes I mix the salt in that tub if I'm doing something big. But right now, I've just got the RO water in this bucket, and I'm going to use about 1.5 pounds of Instant Ocean, put it in here, and that should give me a decent salinity of about 1.022 according to the directions. But, you know, we'll always check it, so let's do that. All right, we'll let that go. We'll come back and check it later. So how do I know that this is about 1.5 pounds of Instant Ocean out of this bucket? I weigh it on this scale. While we're waiting for that salt water to cycle, we're gonna go grab something to eat. All right, lunch was good. Back to work. All right, I'm gonna do my water change. I've got this bucket. I'm gonna draw out just enough, and then just enough to replace with that 5-gallon bucket that I've got the salt mixing in. So not too much, but just enough. We've been gone for about 1.5 hours, maybe 2 hours. So just coming back to check on my water, and it's starting to look clear. They say let it go for like 24 hours, but we're just gonna make sure it's moved around enough till it's clear. Out of all this aquarium stuff, you'd think that I would be able to find my siphon. Not the Python, I have that for my, oh, here we go. I don't have my tripod, so I'm trying to do all this stuff one-handed. So anyway, I use a clamp up here. Here's my siphon. It's gonna go down into this bucket, and I'll drain out a bucket, and then I'll replace that water with the salt water that I'm mixing. Meanwhile, while I'm waiting for that water to mix up, look what my kid's got going on here. This is his tank. He decided that he wanted to do a goldfish tank. I don't know how well these plants are going to do with those goldfish in there, but we'll see. I feel bad for him. He bought a special fish offline, one that he was looking for, so he bought it offline, way overpaid for it with shipping, and, you know, died a day later, so that sucked a little bit. Yeah, now we got this guy, though. Here we go. You can see here that the water we just mixed is still a little bit low at 1.020, so I might add a little more salt to that. Let's get this in there. Alright, so I will check the salinity, make sure everything is good here in a little while, just to make sure we're where we want to be. Left just enough room for some corrections if I have to put some RO in there. Let's get our lids back on here. This one came apart, but you know what? Still works just fine. There we go. And then this one. And let's get this one back on. All right, there it is. We're done. Although I am wondering if I should wait till tomorrow to edit this video and post it, make sure these guys survive. Wouldn't that be awful? I'm sure they'll be just fine. Look at them, nice and hardy.